Cancers, welcome. Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising in Venus. This is your heart spread reading, a love, romance, and relationship reading. This is for May 2022. This is Warriors of Light Tarot. I'm David. So let's begin. This is an 8-card reading. This shows you. This is your energy in around love, romance, and relationship. The 8 of Cups. And this is your partner's energy around love, romance, and relationship. They're coming in with the Queen of Pentacles. So it could be we're dealing with an earth sign here if this is your reading. Taurus or Virgo or Capricorn. Always think Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I do have here shown the 6 of Cups because I had to clarify this reading. I did work on it a little ahead of time. It was a little bit baffling to me. So I think what's happening here is with this 8 of Cups, typically I want to get a baseline with this to kind of see where you're at. And this would show me past where you have moved away emotionally from a relationship, but that energy is still strong with you as you're moving into this new relationship. But I think what could be going on, maybe you had moved away from this relationship itself, and if that resonates with you, it could be one of those two scenarios which you're dealing with, because now we see this is their energy towards you as they're reacting to you with this 5 of Wands in the relationship. And this Knight of Swords is your energy towards them, how you're reacting to them in the relationship. And I see that the Knight is moving back towards you. And I think like they were, if this was you breaking up with them in the past, or them with you, or just conflict from the past, then they're being conflictual here. And I see no real reason for it with this Queen of Pentacles here coming in. So it's something about the way they're reacting to you. And it could be like if you emotionally are still bringing this energy from the past of having walked away from something that wasn't serving you, it kind of can show, you could see he's kind of walking into the reading, that you're kind of bringing this energy into the relationship. And then they could be triggered and reacting to that. And with Wands, this is big bickering and arguing. But typically with this, you have the 5 of Wands, you're going to have the sense you're Cancer, you're probably emotionally, intelligent and aware. And so you know that there's more to this than, it could be arguing about the restaurant you chose, just stupid shit, arguing about anything that really kind of doesn't really matter often. But you kind of know that it shows this conflictual feeling. And I believe with this Knight here moving this way, you probably said to them, I'm not taking this. This is abusive behavior. It's negative, and I'm not going to do this, which I think is the right thing to do. But now we move along. This is the card that indicates your advice in this relationship from Spirit. And that is the 2 of Pentacles. And they come in with their advice in the relationship from Spirit, being the 7 of Cups. And I always say that I take these 3 cards, because this is the advice for the relationship as a whole, very seriously, because this is the advice from Spirit aspect. And I may not trust myself or others, and I never trust the government, but I always trust the advice from Spirit. And by the way, I forgot to mention this, we're using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot deck here today, if anyone's interested in that. So I think this is kind of being told to kind of get a grip, get a handle on this. If this is the one you're thinking of, even if something has gone wrong, obviously you're thinking of them for a reason. It isn't over, see? So, and with this being, it's just simply you kind of need to get a firm grip on what's going on. Bring it into some kind of reality. This can be like asking a friend and sitting down, and you get kind of nuts. And 2 of Pentacles to me is like nuts and bolts. This is not about your feelings. This is can be about your thoughts, but it's like looking at things kind of practically for yourself and getting yourself kind of grounded here so you can deal with this person. And what Spirit's telling your person, and I think this may indicate coming under the 5 of Wands of what the conflict was about. In their mind, they are being triggered somehow. It may not actually have anything to do with you. This is so important. They could still be bringing in unresolved stuff, or maybe it's just in their nature, be seen in their natal chart. But so they're becoming emotional, and overly, often with the 5 of Wands too, it's like it's an overreaction. It's like, Jesus, I know you don't like my sweater, but why are you frothing at the mouth about it? Well, it's obviously more than the sweater, control issues or something could be coming in. And that's making them feel like they can't trust you emotionally. And I really don't see any reason for it. I'd love for these readings to be shared if they resonate. Maybe it could help your person or help, generate a conversation with you guys. So I think that's what's going on with them. Maybe give some indication of why they're overreacting to you and being maybe even, this could be kind of being abusive verbally. Maybe they don't see it with the Seven of Cups too. It's often like they're really not seeing, like in their minds, like they're maybe not doing anything wrong, but you're like, no, clearly you're doing something wrong and I ain't going to take it, which you shouldn't. So, but this is very interesting now because here we have the Queen of Swords. This is the advice from Spirit for the relationship as a whole. And I could say it's all about maybe listening to this reading together if it resonates, but it's also about you guys now, once you do your Two of Pentacles thing and really kind of get your ducks in a row and go nuts and bolts on this relationship and really look at it, look at your side of it, look at theirs, balance it out, then you're going to have this very clear-cut conversation, which is going to do what? Cut right through this emotional indecisiveness here with the Seven of Cups, where they're emotionally being wishy-washy. They really don't maybe understand. Maybe your person's not emotionally intelligent. I'm not saying they're not intelligent. Maybe they're not emotionally self-aware. And so this can be a feeling for them to maybe help, where they're just kind of overwhelmed emotionally and then they act out here with these wands because these are actions, see? And so what this Queen is going to do is just cut right through all this shit. The Queen does not play. Queen of Swords, look at her face here. This is like, I'm not talking about, something happened from the past. I'm not talking about, how this makes you feel. Let's talk about specifically what's going on with us, Oftentimes with these kind of arguments, they quickly devolve into, well, this and that, and you actually lose track of what you're actually, the actual thing you're arguing about. Maybe that's why you have to have this Two of Pentacles, because you're going to have to be the one to kind of bring clarity to this, So you're going to have to turn this Knight of Swords around and have them charge back into the relationship with a lot of wisdom. With the Queen of Swords, a lot of wisdom, very confident, very decisive. And what you end up with here was this Two of Wands. And that really baffled me. I usually don't have to clarify, but I did clarify now that with the Six of Cups. And I feel like with the Two of Wands coming in there, that once you have this conversation, guys, it's still going to be indecisive. Maybe for both of you. This person is looking at you, this Two of Wands. And remember, they have this Five of Wands. So I feel like this conversation is going to really hit them hard. And you need to bring it hard. Consider personal reading is exactly the kind of thing that could clarify this. Whether it's astrology or tarot, they're both going to go to the same place. Because, you're the one I think that's being asked here if you want this relationship to kind of bring this clarity to it, In relationships are never 50-50. Sometimes, one has to step up to the plate, and another time then they'll come in and step up to the plate. But I think this is your time, Cancer, to step up to the plate here if you want this relationship in a very decisive way. That's going to make a huge difference. But it's going to be hard for them to take, and they're going to consider it. But when you go from the Five of Wands, them, and now they're looking at you with this World, and they're literally trying to decide, okay, maybe they're right. Maybe we need to think about things. And they're trying to bring clarity to this Seven of Cups here. And now clarifying it with the Six of Cups, the soulmate relationship, being emotionally balanced and whole. To me, that is, you will bring clarity to them. This Seven of Cups, once they think about it, will become the Six of Cups. And what that is to me is them realizing that all of the emotions they were feeling that they didn't really understand, once you kind of clarify it with them, this could also be going to a therapist, not lying, and helping you get clarity that way, right? Someone that can help you cut through this. They're going to realize that you really are soulmate material, that you really do have something, an emotionally warm and relationship that it makes them feel emotionally kind of whole and completely different from the Seven of Cups here. And so I believe that's how it's going to shake out. So do give me a like, thumbs up, heart, whatever. Appreciate it. Leave me a comment. Please do subscribe. I appreciate it, guys.